Welcome to Data Protection, Encryption, and Secure Connectivity. This course focuses on how entities protect sensitive data, secure communication paths, and enforce trusted remote access. The overall goal is to connect data protection with the technical controls that support it, so things like encryption, key management, secure data exchange, data loss prevention, zero trust access, and device security. Really, we're going to explain how entities protect data across storage, transmission, exchange, and remote access scenarios. We'll cover cryptographic controls, we'll cover key management, post-quantum readiness, data exchange architectures, DLP controls. A lot of things are going to be covered here technically. And really, it's not just about encrypting data, it's about making sure that protection follows the data wherever it's going across endpoints or applications, networks, cloud services, and any sort of user access paths. So our roadmap for this course is going to be organized into three sections. First section, that's going to cover our cryptographic controls and our key management. So that's going to include encryption for data both at rest and in motion, key lifecycle best practices, preparation for post-quantum cryptographic requirements, those sorts of things. Section 2, we're going to move into securing data exchange architectures. And that's about how data moves between different systems, how secure exchange infrastructure is designed, and how DLP controls really help prevent unauthorized data movement. Finally, in Section 3, we're going to cover zero trust remote work strategies. This section is going to focus on remote access, especially, since 2020 has been so popular. We're going to cover things like identity controls, multi-factor authentication, client device security, and monitoring remote connection posture. So coming into this course, it does help to have a basic understanding of general cybersecurity governance, risk management, compliance, encryption, and just security control implementation as a whole. You don't need to be an expert in any of it. You don't need to have mastery of cryptography. You don't need to know everything about data loss prevention or zero trust. Really, we're going to introduce in practical ways, but it just does help if you're familiar with some of the common concepts. So sensitive data, access control, network segmentation, authentication, all of them are going to help you kind of have the foundation for this course. This course specifically is more geared towards IT admins, data privacy officers, and our network architects. For IT administrators, it's going to be about explaining how things like encryption, key management, endpoint controls, and remote access policies are implemented and then maintained. For data privacy officers, it's going to connect data protection obligations to technical safeguards, so things like encryption, DLP, access controls, and secure transfer. For our network architects, it's going to provide structure around securing exchange paths or connectivity controls, zero trust access, and then just network monitoring. So let's go ahead and jump into this course. And one thought to have when going into this, when thinking about data security, is that you're not just trying to protect data where it's being stored. Data moves often, it moves quickly, and sometimes it moves in ways that we don't always understand. It's not well documented, going across different systems, networks, users, devices, cloud services, wherever it's going, the protection has to move with it. So in this course, we're going to take encryption and key management, kind of help build the foundation for that, move into securing the exchange of data, and then into zero trust remote access. So the goal is really to help you understand how data protection becomes a set of practical controls across our full technology environments.